Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Danta Fiomeka from TBI 6C. Today, I'm going to explain about constructive analysis and how is it the importance to learn constructive analysis. So guys, let's start the explanation. The first material about what is the constructive analysis. So, constructive analysis is the systematic comparison of two or more languages. Constructive analysis is the systematic study of a pair of language with a view to identifying their structural differences and similarities. Constructive analysis includes all fields of linguistics such as phonology, semantic, syntax, morphology, and pragmatics. It even seems that constructive studies should rather be regarded as an approach, not as a branch of general linguistics. Most authors tend to distinguish between the so-called microlinguistic and macrolinguistic features. The former comprising mainly the grammatical level and thus treating the sentence as the largest and leasable unit, and the latter studying language in situation and context with emphasis on the communicative function. Throughout the history of constructive studies, great attention was paid to grammar and lexicon, whereas the cultural aspects were largely neglected. The next material about the goal of constructive analysis. The goal of constructive analysis is to predict linguistic difficulties experienced during the acquisition of second language. It suggests that difficulties in acquiring a new language are derived from the differences between the new language and the native language of a language learner. In this regard, errors potentially made by learners of a second language are predicted from interference by the native language. Okay, the next material about constructive analysis can help teacher to design teaching and learning materials or methodology, engage learning in activities to be a good user of target language in classroom activities, evaluate textbooks, and then pay attention to the structure of the text beyond sentence level, and pay attention to conversation in its regular pattern in different situations, and pay attention to complex areas like intonation, and the last, pay attention to different underlying rules which differ from culture to culture. Okay, the last material about how is it important to learn constructive analysis? So, constructive analysis has proposed to seen from the context of teaching a second language. In this case, it is the teaching of Indonesian in elementary schools. The main purpose of constructive analysis is to overcome or solutions problems faced by the teachers and experienced by the students in the process of acquiring a second language. At the beginning, you already know that the problems faced by students in learning a second language include students often face difficulties in acquiring a second language, and students often face language errors in the process of learning a second language. Constructive analysis tries to describe the problems faced by these students. So, the result of constructive analysis is a description of empirical data about student difficulties in acquiring a second language and students' error in the process of learning a second language. Referring to Lado's opinion, the description of the constructive analysis is intended to predict the difficulty and ease of students, language learners in learning a second language. All the explanation from me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next video. Bye.